Well, good morning, Melak.
Good morning.
It's great to see you
It's
again.
great to see you again.
Congratulations on your tuition being all resolved.
Thank you so much.
I know you wanted to say something about the tuition.
I want to say, I really appreciate it for helping me. I thank you guys so much because I wouldn't be here if you guys didn't help me. I would have been in a different school and, I wouldn't really get my education done. So I really, appreciate you
Well,
guys.
thank you. We'll talk a little bit about that, but I want to talk to you about that, but I also wanted to talk to you about some of the really interesting ideas you had about writing your story in my writing workshop.
Yeah.
I got to be thinking about your experiences there in your life. You've been under fire your entire life. Melak was just telling us about what happened on the day she was born. What happened on the day you were born?
So I was born in 2003, February 17. And on that day, it's the day of my country, it started the war.
This is Iraq.
Yeah, in Iraq. The war started and everything. And like I said, I didn't really have pictures when I was born because we couldn't go out. They couldn't take pictures for me in the photography and stuff because if we go out, we would have got killed. So it was really hard for us. And it started from the day I born till I moved. I moved to Syria and it started the war again. And it was really hard. I was about to get shot once.
Yeah, tell us about that. You were telling me about how you almost got shot.
Yeah, so my house is back in Syria, we used to live on hills. So my house was in the middle of the hill. So I had to go up the hill to play with my friends. I was a little kid back then.
You what kind of kid?
I was a little kid.
A little kid, right.
Yeah, I was 8 years old, 9 years old. Yeah, we used back then, even though it was hard for me, but my friends used to make it a little bit fun because we used to always play together. For 7 years we was together. So even the war and stuff, we had a little joy,
But people were shooting at you.
Yeah, they shoot at anybody they see, anybody. You don't even know from where it will come. So this day, a shooting happened. I was with my friends, and then I had to go downhill, and the shooting was coming up the hill. So I was like, it's whatever. If it's my day, then it's my day. Let me run. So I kept running, and I was about to get to my house, and then the gunshot was it passed me. It was a really scary. I didn't stand. I didn't get I wasn't shook. I kept running. I just wanted to get home, and then it was really hard. I was about to get shot and stuff, but I made it home.
So you lived your whole life really under this sort of violence.
Mm-hmm.
And including, did you were surprised when it happened in Syria as well?
It was, when we first got in Syria, it was a really peaceful country. It was a nice country. But then, when, it started getting really, bad, the shooting. Once we had to stay in a house for a whole month. We couldn't go to school because of the shooting. I went once to school and they had, they sent me back home. They were like, you gotta go because they were the shooting gonna start and nobody's allowed to get outside. So I had to go back home for a whole month. All we hear is bombs, gunshot. And then it was really hard for us to get food. The bread, we had to go at midnight to get it, at 12 o'clock in the morning. We had to stand on a line to get the bread, the sugar. It was really hard for us. And it was just so hard until we had to wait 4 years to get the immigration thing. Yeah. And then they called us one day. They were like, you guys heard
You can come.
Yeah. It was the best day.
But then you find yourself in a different kind of struggle, which is not speaking English and not knowing anybody and feeling like an oddball.
When I was in elementary school, I didn't speak no English. Kids used to make fun of me, bully me, and I couldn't stand up for myself because I don't know how to tell the teacher. And I used to just be patient, and then I was like, I'll make it one day, And then
How did you keep going? Did you have a lot of faith in yourself?
Yeah, I did because it was only by myself. There was no Arabic kid, nobody. I had to learn the English by myself. I was trying really hard. And then what's crazy? When I started speaking English, the people that used to bully me, they wanted to be friends with me.
Really?
Yeah, they was once I remember I spoke English and this girl that used to bully me, she was like, oh my gosh, she speak English now. I was like,
why do you think that is?
Because they used to think I'm weak. they used to think like I don't have the power to do anything. Like I used to try to tell the teacher like they bully me and stuff, but now like, you know, cause like I used to cry to the teacher. I don't know what to say to her. But like after I spoke English, nobody like really bothered me.
Because you could defend yourself, you could protect yourself.
I could talk.
And they saw you were a human being just like them, maybe.
Yep. And then like in Hackett like my English started to develop and stuff. And then I went to open leadership at first for my freshman year, and it was horrible. It was really horrible. Like even like you speak English and stuff, like they will still bully you because you're from a different country and you like refugee or immigrant or different religion. They will still bully you. Like I used to get in trouble for standing for myself there. Like girls, they used to like, I used to have a long hair, and girls there, they used to throw stuff on my hair and stuff, and like they used to always bully me. But like I used to always stand up for myself because I knew how to speak English, and like I just got tired of it. That's why I came to Bishop Maginn. And
what made you come? You heard Bishop Maginn was a safer place?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that goes here, and then like I told my mom like I'm gonna come here, and then when we came, like the tuition, it was like we couldn't pay for it, and then the principal, it wasn't Mr. Tolan, it was a different principal. He was like, I have to work in the summer to like, and it was a really hard job. Like I had to carry a lot of stuff, but then when Mr. Tolan came, like I didn't have to do that summer job anymore. Like he helped me with the tuition. You did too.
So your tuition's all taken care of now. You can go all the way here. That's, you know that, right? And if you need any more help, it's there for you too.
Thank you so much.
So I'm interested in what makes this school a little special, because it seems everybody tells me it's a special school. So I'm not a student, so I'd love to hear your idea about why that. You know, I think of your story. You're in my writing workshop, and I'm excited about that. I'm really eager to read the story you're writing about a ghost who's driven mad by nasty people. Mike's like a refugee in a way, and how he deals with that. He goes over to the dark side, and then, but I think, I'm not going to give away the ending. I don't know what the ending is, but the experience of being isolated like that and being different. You seem very strong. You seem like you were always able to get through it. Why is that? Because you've been through so much?
Yeah,
I guess when you're shot at, that stuff isn't so serious.
I know. I've been through a lot of stuff. Like, to be honest, like, I've been going through a lot of stuff since I was a little kid. So, like, I kept on going. Like, I didn't want to give up because I know one day, like, I will be proud of myself. I will make it, you know. And I want to be a lawyer because, like, a lot of people, like, they don't get their rights. I really want to help people, you know? Like, I will, like, help them so much just to get their rights. You know, a lot of people, like, lose their right because there's not really good lawyers out there, and the judge don't really listen to them. So I really want to help them.
You want to fight for people. You want to fight for people. What gave you the strength? Did someone tell you were strong? Did someone encourage you? What gave you the strength to do what you've done?
It was my mom.
Your mom? What did she say to you?
She used to always speak to me, she'd be like, oh, like, you gotta stand up for yourself, you gotta, like, make yourself proud, make your family proud, you know, like. And then she said, you really talk good, like you stand up for yourself, so you should be a lawyer and stuff. And that's how she encouraged me. And I see a lot of people don't get their rights, so I really want to help them.
So you're going to go to law school? That's great. So this place is different then. It does see something special about it.
It is special because...
And how have the kids been to you as opposed to the other places?
They've been good because, like, we don't really have bullying over here. Like, you have to be respectful for each other. And then, like, there's no fighting here. It's a small school. And you could, like, focus and get the education you want to get. So
you have a bunch of friends here. And you have a favorite subject?
Yeah.
So tell me just a little bit more, and I'll leave you alone after that, maybe. A little bit more about the story you want to write, because we start the class next week. And so your story is about a haunted house, right? Tell us a little bit about it.
So that haunted house is going to be a ghost in it. And then it will represent the refugees, the immigrants, when they trying to, you know?
I get you. It's what they're like, so they're isolated.
Yeah, like, and people like don't get
People
them.
are afraid of them.
Afraid of them, don't, and like in this like kind of days, people like afraid of like Muslim people, like different religions, and like they just see what on the TV. Like they don't talk to them. They don't see what's inside of them. Like they don't know what they've been through. Like they've been through a lot, but like they just believe the TV, what the news say, you know. Like see, like I come from a religion, like I'm Muslim, and like I used to get a lot of hate, like, oh, she gonna do this, do that.
You're gonna be a terrorist.
Yeah, that's why I used to get a lot, but I used to ignore them because I know myself. I know I have a story to tell and stuff.
You know, I want to say, you know, I come from a refugee family that went through a lot of that too. And there does seem to be something, refugees who lose everything and come here, and then they have to go through another process of acclimating. But I think what is interesting about you is you're very secure about yourself. You seem very confident about yourself and determined to get through it. So I'm thinking maybe in one way that experience gave you a lot of strength and gave you a lot
Yeah, it did.
because you got through it.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like you're just going to get it. You're going to make it. I can see you as a lawyer. I know you're going to make it. And I can't wait to see your story, which is going to be a little bit about you and what you went through, I can tell. Well, all right. Well, do you have anything else you wanted to say, or is that any other stories you wanted to tell, or is that pretty much covered it for you? What was your first day like here? So one thing I want to know.
Oh, my first day here, I was a freshman here. Now I'm a junior. So my first day, it was fun. Miss Silverstein, she came to me. She started to be like, "Oh, if you need anything, I'm here. I could help you with anything." And I felt like welcomed here, like, you know, because like other like school that I went to, they didn't like tell me, "Oh, if you need anything, I'm here," and all of that.
Didn't make you feel welcome or safe.
Yeah, no.
Well, I am very glad you're here, and I'm excited to be teaching you a little bit. I think you're going to be teaching me more than I'm going to be teaching you, I have a feeling. But the class will start next week. I want you to know it's a real pleasure to know you and a pleasure to be of some help to you. And we're not going to go away. If you need any more help, you know, you have a place to yell. Just yell. And we'll come running. You have a cavalry behind you. So thank you so much for talking to me, and thank you so much for existing. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.